watching East Tennessee weather. Weather when you want it.
All right, good morning. Happy Monday. Happy first day of July. Can you believe we made it to July 1st? My collar's all messed up over here. Yeah, July 1st. And yesterday, if you happen to be out and about, that humidity just smacked you right in the face. One of those really intense, muggy days yesterday. Saw some pretty good showers and thunderstorms. We'll talk much more about that coming up here in just a few minutes. First things first, though, I want to get you out on the roads with a check of your TDOT cameras because we do have an accident right there on the eastbound lane of Interstate 40 right near Strawberry Plains Pike, and it is already beginning to slow traffic down. So you can see how traffic's already being backed up on the eastbound lanes of Interstate 40, and it is a mess. This is what it looks like there at mile marker 399.3 on the westbound lanes. Well, on the eastbound lane anyway. So this is the eastbound lane. It's all knocked down to one lane. So if you're traveling eastbound on Interstate 40 right around Strawberry Plains Pike, it is going to be slowing you down big time here this morning. We'll get to work with the forecast coming up here in just a few minutes. Let's take a quick little tour around East Tennessee with some live weather cameras. That's a live look there in downtown Gatlinburg. You can see how the clouds are still hanging out with us here this morning. Up across the higher elevations, it's not going to be with us all day. We'll see plenty of sunshine. We're just kind of scouring out the last little bit of moisture. Less moisture in the form of cloud covers over into Union County. You can see all those clouds banked up against the mountains, so not necessarily the best view of the Smokies here this morning from Maryville and Blount County, but a gorgeous view off to our east and northeast. That's a live look there at Fox Road Marina in West Knoxville, which was a busy marina here this past weekend. A little 4th of July holiday weekend sort of, because since 4th of July is on a Thursday, well, I think we get to enjoy two holiday weekends, right? The one that we just had, and of course, the one that's coming our way as well. I cannot believe we're talking about 4th of July. But a gorgeous view on the way there, and the clouds are already starting to break up there from the East Tennessee weather camera as well. So we sure hope you're having a great morning so far. Did you enjoy the weekend? Hopefully you got a chance to enjoy it a little bit. I did a bunch of yard work. We'll talk much more about that coming up here in just a few minutes. But I do also want to talk about the precipitation that we've seen over the last 24 hours, because when you look at it, we saw some decent amount of rain, upwards of about a half an inch or more up near Tri-Cities. And that's where the majority of the showers and thunderstorms fell yesterday. Didn't see a ton of activity in a lot of locations, but at least we saw a little bit of moisture here this past weekend because we desperately need it. Yesterday, we made it to 92 degrees in Knoxville, 89 in Crossville, 95 Chattanooga, 88 in Tri-Cities. So we were trending above average by 3, 4, 5, 6 degrees or so. And again, Tri-Cities picked up 82 hundredths of an inch of rain versus McGee-Tyson Airport, Chattanooga, and Crossville not picking up a whole lot of precipitation. And as we rounded out the month of June, take a look how hot the month was. Now, we started the month below average with temperatures in the mid-70s, mid to upper 70s anyways. Then we were trending about average on Monday, the 3rd of June. And then we had one little warm day. Then we were trending pretty average, if not slightly below average, for, about 7 days or so. But then that's when the big ridge of high pressure started to build its way on in, and the heat began to build. Upper 80s to low 90s all the way through the 18th. Pretty average weather the 19th. And then we had a solid 7-day stretch of 90 to 95 degrees from the 20th through the 26th. Quick little dip thanks to a cold front, dropping our temps in the mid-80s on the 27th. And then it didn't last very long. We saw those those temperatures climb back into the 90s for your Friday, Saturday, and of course, yesterday we made it to 91 degrees with extreme humidity taking shape. All right, we'll talk much more about your forecast here in a moment. We'll step back outside here real quick and take a live look there in Klingman's Dome. Current temperature is now 60 degrees. Purchase Knob, a nice little view of the sunshine. Hello, sunshine. How are you doing this morning? It's going to be a big one for sure. And Look Rock kind of socked in here at this hour as well. With the current temperature, I should say, of 71. So temps, generally speaking, are trending colder than what they were yesterday morning. That's the sign of the changing weather pattern. The drier air is starting to settle its way on in, and that means tomorrow morning. So if you were with me all weekend long, I said, hey, listen, Tuesday morning is likely to be the best morning. Today, this afternoon is going to be the best day to get out and enjoy. So looking at those temperatures, we're in the 60s and pockets of low to mid 70s. A little bit of fog and some low-grade clouds still banked up against the Smoky Mountains and the mountain counties anyways, and that's about the extent of it. So the clouds move on out. We'll see plenty of sunshine throughout the day today. Lunchtime temperatures, anybody want to go to lunch? Anybody? It's going to be a fantastic lunch hour to enjoy a patio outside. Yes, the dew points will continue to slowly fall throughout the day today, but temperatures will only be in the mid to upper 70s by noon. So that's going to make it feel fantastic. And how about this? First day of July. And we know July and August can be some of the most, bring us some of the hottest and most humid weather of the season. And we rounded out the month of June that way. But we start the first day of July comfortable. Upper 70s, low to mid, and a few pockets of upper 80s to low 90s. So south of Interstate 40 is going to be a little bit hotter, of course. North of Interstate 40, a little bit more comfortable. You'll feel the drier air sooner, and you'll see those temperatures a little bit cooler. And into the evening hours, it's going to be a nice evening. Again, I would say, listen, it's summer break. It's going to be a little bit drier. It's going to be a little bit more comfortable. Maybe a good night for a Monday night, July 1st, fire pit in the backyard. But I'm going to say don't do that because of the abnormally dry conditions. We just haven't had a lot of rain. I did not receive much rainfall at my house over the last week, over this past weekend. So some of you did, some of you did not. So dew points stay low today, and it's short-lived. We're back in the mid-60s for dew points tomorrow, so the moisture content starts to increase, and those dew points climb back in the low to mid-70s. So yes, the 4th of July is going to be on the hot, muggy side. Very similar to what we had yesterday is what we will experience on the 4th of July, thanks to a ridge of high pressure. So this big ridge in the upper parts of our atmosphere starts to build its way into the area, and that's going to dominate the weather pattern here this week. That brings us the heat because that brings us subsidence and rather sinking air in the atmosphere. But we also have a ridge at the surface that's going to be sustained across the eastern seaboard, and that's going to open the Gulf of Mexico for more moisture. As I showed you, the dew points do increase across the area. So while we don't deal with heat index values today, we start to see those heat index values move back in as soon as tomorrow. And those heat index values are going to be continuing to build on into our Wednesday. There's Wednesday. How about Thursday? So the 4th of July, we're still talking heat index values pushing close to 100 degrees. We'll continue to see those heat index values round out the week with temperatures close to about 100 degrees. So it is definitely going to be on the hot and muggy side. All right, let's talk rain chances here for just a second. Unfortunately, not a huge chance for a ton of rain. What I think we will see starting Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, so I don't think we'll have really any rain all the way through Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we're going to see those pop-up showers and thunderstorms. However, there is a potential cold front heading our way Friday, Saturday, Sunday time frame. Does it actually move all the way through? If it does, it may bring us some relief, and it may bring us a little bit better coverage of showers and storms. But we're not looking at a whole lot. All the way through Wednesday, we're staying rain-free. How about through Friday? We may start to pick up some afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Best location will be across the plateau in the mountains. And then if that cold front swings through all the way through Sunday, we may pick up a little bit more rain. But the general idea is we're not looking at a lot of rain here this week. And so that drought will continue to worsen in some locations. Probably improve this week in upper East Tennessee thanks to the rain showers that we saw yesterday. But I don't think we're going to see huge improvements. Temperatures of 85 today, but low to mid-90s for the rest of the week and into the upcoming weekend. So the hot, steamy weather continues around the area. Low temperatures will be very comfortable tomorrow morning, so enjoy that. It would be a good morning to drive to work with the windows down, embrace the fresh air, maybe sit outside a little bit longer with a cup of coffee, let the dogs out early in the morning. So definitely some pleasant weather. Hey, let's switch gears for a second, shall we? Let's talk tropics. Did you know that we've got a Category 3 hurricane? This is a major hurricane that is developed east of the Lesser Antilles. East of the Lesser Antilles. And so I did a little bit of research this morning to see if I can find that information. Where it was, Beryl is the earliest major hurricane defined as a Category 3 or stronger in the Atlantic Basin in 58 years. 58 years. Its rapid intensification is very unusual this early in hurricane season. And again, that far to the east. Usually they start to intensify as they move their way into the Gulf of Mexico. This is going to push its way right through the Caribbean. So it's going to bring quite a mess throughout parts of the Caribbean, especially into, say, Jamaica. Jamaica is going to get somewhat of a direct impact from the storm system, possibly as a Category 2 or 3, and then working its way towards the Yucatan Peninsula. Where's that? Where's that, Witcher? Well, that's where Cancun, Mexico is. And Belize, you have Belize and Cancun. So could be making landfall on Friday as a Category 2. I think I saw my brother reply yesterday to a text message saying, I'm in trouble now. I think my family's going to Cancun. Not my family, but my extended family. is going to Cancun on Friday. Maybe. Anyways, so why is Beryl moving its way through the Caribbean? Well, you've got two ridges of high pressure, one across the Atlantic basin, and so you can get counterclockwise rotation around that ridge of high pressure. But we also have another high that's down towards Texas and then building into the southeastern U.S., and that's going to keep Beryl to our south. So it's not going to allow it. It's going to block it from coming into the Gulf of Mexico, which is obviously good news to pass along. And looking through the first couple of weeks of July, we are still trending possibly above average per the Climate Prediction Center when it comes to temperatures. But as we get later in the next week or 2 weeks, do we start to see elevated rain chances? Well, your 6 to 10 and 8 to 14 day outlook says maybe so. So that would be nice because we desperately need the moisture. And if you're new to the platform, as we track the weather on a daily basis, don't forget to download the East Tennessee Weather app. It's 100% free if you don't have the app on your cell phone. I know it's a matter of flipping the switch, right? You've got those apps that you've used every single day of your life, whether it be the iPhone or Android app that comes with a cell phone, or a specific app that you've always used. Listen, I say this because even my mother-in-law sent us a screen grab of the temperatures when they were driving back home down towards Texas, actually going to pick up some of their other grandkids. And she sent us a screen grab from the iPhone weather app. And I was like, Judy, what are you doing? You're not even opening my app. She's like, oh my gosh, I'm so used to opening up this one app all the time. And I said, I get it. It's a matter of flipping our brains, flipping the switch, trying to change what you do on a daily basis. And so I promise you the East Tennessee Weather app is the way to go. It gives you a wealth of weather information, more than the cell phone app that you have on your phone. All right, I digress. Let's say good morning. How's everyone doing this morning? How was the weekend? We got the chat working this morning. That's good news. So let's go say hi to everybody and see what everyone's up to here. It looks like Tom had a great, successful a garage sale. So congratulations to you, Tom. That's not the right one. We don't want to give you crickets, Tom. We want to give you a big old handshake and high fives. Always nice to have successful garage sales. Lee's going to be working on the golf course this morning, so awesome stuff, Lee. It's a perfect morning to get out there. I promise you. Listen, I did, okay, so I said I was out yesterday. I literally sweat through my shirt and my shorts and my shoes and socks. I was out finishing pulling weeds. I still have to finish today, actually, laying a bunch of mulch. So far, I have laid, and I hated to do this, I bought bagged mulch, okay? I know, sorry for you naysayers out there, but I did. We don't have a trailer. We don't have a truck. And while I could have gotten some delivered, I just wanted to get the job done. I didn't want to wait for a delivery, and I didn't want it dumped all over my driveway because I don't know. You know, it's black. It's going to stain it and all this other stuff. So either way, I went to the big box store and bought some bags. First time around, I bought 18 bags. That barely covered half of one of my little areas. Not so little, I guess. And then yesterday I went and bought 21 bags, and I still probably have to go buy another 20 to 25 more bags to finish the project. And we still have a bunch of weeds because I swear the weeds just take over. So anyways, that's what I plan on doing today. Tom, there's Tom's comment. The garage sale was a big success. Did you make some money, Tom? Did you spend that money already? Are you taking yourself out to dinner? Good morning, Betty. We got Randall on here. Good morning, Randall. How are you this morning? AJ's back joining us this morning. Haven't been on here for a while. Good morning, AJ. Nice to see you all back here. Got Caitlin Van joining us and Freddie Marler, I should say. We have Janet on here. Cheryl says, hi, Janet. Robert Lawson's joining us this morning. Good morning, Robert. And Tiffany with Glass Pros. So Eva says, how's the weather going to be in Nashville this week? My daughter has to take my grandson to Monroe Carroll Hospital. I think the weather's going to be hot and muggy and should be mostly dry. So should be a great week, but definitely a hot week around the Tennessee Valley. Good week to do some tubing, some swimming, Smoky Mountain splash country, beat the heat by heading up to the higher elevations. It's going to be a perfect week to try to stay as cool as you can. Lee, love me some Jamaica as well. We went to Jamaica, about 14, 15 years ago. So a long time ago. But definitely had a good time in Jamaica. It was a lot of fun. And actually, the group that we just went to St. John with, we're like, whew, we sure picked the right week to do this, didn't we? Because otherwise we'd be dealing with large waves and probably not the boat cruises that we ended up enjoying. So we'll see how it all plays out. Hurricane season is upon us, though. And, we do. I don't talk a ton about hurricanes due to the fact that we're so landlocked. But every once in a while, and I know if it's going to affect the U.S., I really do talk about it a lot because a lot of folks do have vacation homes or they have vacations down along whether it be the Gulf of Mexico or the southeastern coastline. And so you definitely want to stay on top of that. And I do want to highlight a couple things here this morning because I was trying to walk somebody through that, through this with the East Tennessee Weather app. So let me just show you something here real quick. If you do have the East Tennessee Weather app, which of course you should, right? You're on the program. I remember your daily forecast is right there at the top. I tried to make it as easy as possible, so I did move that to the top. But as you come down to the interactive radar, what I want to show you is you click on the interactive radar, and you go to the cog wheel on the top right-hand side of the screen, and then click on overlays, okay? When you click on overlays, you can get storm tracks or the National Hurricane Center's tropical tracks or spaghetti plots. If you click on that and make sure this is clicked on right there, then when you come back to the radar, watch this. I've got watches and warnings on there. Of course, it's not going to populate for me, is it? Oh, man, it's on my cell phone. Maybe I have to relaunch the app. Let me see if I can relaunch this here for a second. I was going to show you, but you can get the Tropical Storm National Hurricane Center's storm tracks from the hurricane season. You can get that right there on your app itself. So it's a great tool to have if you want to pay attention to the tropics and what's going on down into. It doesn't seem to be populating on my computer. Well, either way, on your cell phones, it should populate because it does on my cell phone. So you can get all the National Hurricane, and then you can click on the different days, and it'll give you all the different information from the National Hurricane Center. So it's a great tool to have there. So make sure you check that out every once in a while. Got Cody back on here. Kristen, good morning. Hey, she says. Hey, everybody. Good morning, Betty. Betty's joining us on Facebook and on YouTube. Perfect, Betty. You can do that. Remember, East Tennessee Weather is on YouTube, Roku TV, Amazon Fire. If you're new to the platform, got several new folks that I have not seen on here. Join the conversation. Good morning, Kelly. And let's see what else we got. We got Debbie on here as well. All right, so another pleasant day today. So get out and enjoy the weather today. Perfect lunch hour, perfect day to do those sort of things. Time, my friends. We talked about traffic. It's 7:18 right now. Of course, if you are traveling, Interstate 40, eastbound in Strawberry Plains Pike, right around Strawberry Plains Pike, we do have that accident. But we're going to move right along. And we're going to talk about today's national holidays because we got some good ones here. I just checked them out just moments ago. So today's national holidays. We've got National Ginger Snap Day. Yeah. Love me some ginger snaps. One of my favorite cookies. National Creative Ice Cream Flavor Day. We've talked about this. It's funny. We talked about cinnamon ice cream. What was it? Last week, I think it was. So we happen to have some vanilla ice cream. And so the other night, I guess it was maybe Friday night or so, I decided to dive into some ice cream. I don't really typically do that. But I did. And we had a bunch of cinnamon. So guess what I did? I piled in the cinnamon, stirred it all up, and made it all super creamy, and made my own cinnamon ice cream. But what is your favorite creative ice cream flavor? Creative. Like if you could pick and make your own, like, you could at Cold Stone Creamery and stuff like that. If you could pick your own flavor of ice cream, let me know in the chat what ice cream that would be. What would you add to it? Are you adding all the ingredients? I actually do love, back in the old day, we had TCBY yogurt. Remember all those yogurt places that you could create your own yogurt flavors and stuff? Man, gummy bears. Gummy bears are amazing in ice cream, by the way. They get frozen and hard and a little bit chewy and hard to eat sometimes, but man, I don't know what it is about it. So good. It's National U.S. Postage Stamp Day. What would we do without the postage stamp? And do you buy forever stamps so the price never goes up? I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe we still have forever stamps from our wedding because we don't send a lot of snail mail. Sorry, USPS, but it is known as snail mail, right? It's also National Postal Worker Day. So not only do you have U.S. Postage Stamp Day, but it's Postal Worker Day. And I'm going to give a big shout out to those folks because they work hard every single day. And when I go over there, I've become friends with we've befriended each other at the post office because I'm over there quite frequently anyways, shipping out some of that East Tennessee weather merch. And I always talk to him. I'm like, I learned a lot about like how the postal service works, the positions, this, that, and the other, because I just ask questions. But what I did find out is that those USPS trucks, they don't have AC, my friends. So give those postal workers a break. Maybe offer them some water. Put a bottle of water in there and a note in your mailbox here today and say, hey, listen, I know it's hot out there. I just want you to be safe. So here's a bottle of water or Gatorade on us. I'm sure that would be much, much appreciated. All right, that's all the national holidays we have for the day today. We will have more tomorrow, I'm sure. All right. So Cody says cinnamon ice cream sounds gross. You ain't tried it yet, Cody. But you got to like cinnamon. If you don't like cinnamon, you're not going to like cinnamon ice cream. If you don't like ice cream, you're definitely not going to like cinnamon ice cream. But it is not gross. It is creamy and amazing. Have you ever had like cinnamon, like a cold brew coffee or something like that? Like the creaminess and richness, because cinnamon adds a perceived sweetness to anything you add it to. We talked last week about adding cinnamon to your hamburgers. Have not tried that yet. Think it sounds awful as well, but I will try it one day. Mel says they still have a TCBY in Morristown. They do? They say what? I was looking for this. What? I did not know that they still had a TCBY. I do love myself a TCBY. Tom says Cold Stone apple pie is the best. Ooh, apple pie ice cream sounds amazing. Cheryl loves TCBY. Good morning, Heidi. I sure hope you have a great day. Ooh, there we go, Mel. That's what I'm talking about. Caramel with chunks of graham cracker in it. And I'm assuming vanilla ice cream. That sounds amazing. Banana splits are good. Yep, can't go wrong with any banana splits. Those are amazing. Betty says, yes, those postal workers work hard. Katrina's got sunflowers that are blooming. And good morning, Robin. How are you this morning? Ooh, dehydrated fruit to your ice cream, especially pineapple, coconut, banana, and mango. That doesn't sound bad. Doesn't sound bad. Fresh sounds a little bit better to me, but that doesn't sound bad at all. Got Jorge on here. What's up, buddy? Haven't seen you on here for a while. What's the trajectory forecast for the hurricane? Would Venezuela get hit if get some of the rain and wind? Also, Venezuela is undefeated in the America Cup. Yay! Yes. Good job, Venezuela. Love. Jorge, you a big soccer fan, I'm assuming? And are you from Venezuela, I'm assuming? Yeah, love me soccer. Love the World Cup. Love to watch as much as I possibly can. Played soccer my entire life. But I will show you. I'll show you, Jorge. This is the, let me get the actual track of it. Let's go here. This is what we want. This is what we want. So there it is, Category 3 hurricane right now. That was the 5 a.m. Update here this morning from the National Hurricane Center. Winds are gusting to 120 miles per hour. It is tracking to the Yucatan Peninsula. So you've got Nicaragua down to our south. So now you're going to make me do some Venezuela. Where's Venezuela? Let's go here. Now you're making me figure out my world map. Guatemala, Belize, Honduras, Nicaragua. So I don't think so. Jorge, now you're making me look. Where it is. Okay. I didn't know that. Duh. All right. No, it's not going to hit Venezuela. I was not. I was thinking Venezuela was Central America, not South America. I was wrong. That's why I had to look it up real quick. So let's go back here and let me just open this up for you. So Venezuela, right there in the bottom of your screen. So it's going to track between Jamaica, Puerto Rico, and Venezuela. So it's going to be well north of Venezuela, but definitely something to kind of keep in mind, I suppose. Cody, you like ice cream and cinnamon, but you've never tried cinnamon ice cream? All right, my friend. You have to try it. I have to try it. Apple cinnamon ice cream is wonderful, says Pat. Mmm. Kelly's got it right there. Cinnamon's good with anything. Although we had the conversation last week, Kelly, have you tried cinnamon on a hamburger? Because I forget who it was last week said sprinkle some cinnamon on your hamburger and you will not regret it. Who knew? Who knew? I've not tried it yet. Dairy Queen's always good, isn't it, Angela? Ooh, there we go. Cinnamon, caramel, graham cracker, crumbles, and bananas. You're making me hungry, and I'm supposed to eat breakfast before I eat dessert. Says adults to kids, not adults to adults. Adults to adults can do whatever they want. My kids ask me that sometimes. They're like, how come you get to do that? I'm like, well, I'm an adult. So adults get to do certain things that kids can't. You are from, oh, nice. So that's cool. So everybody, this is where Jorge's from. Right there at the bottom of your screen. I don't know how to say it. Maracebo? Maracebo. Maracebo? Maracebo. Is it an E? I think it's a Maracebo. I don't know. Sorry, Jorge. Sorry if I'm butchering the name. Ooh, Tom says they make homemade mint chocolate chip ice cream. Mint chocolate chip is good. I don't even like chocolate, but I will do mint chocolate chip ice cream in a heartbeat. Probably could leave out the chocolate, but I get it adds that extra flavor to mint. You know what we made last night for dinner? Well, we made steaks. I made sous vide the steaks. So if you ever had sous vide steak, I'd highly recommend buying yourself a sous vide if you do a lot of steaks because you just can't go wrong with them. But my wife made, and this is going to sound gross to some of you, but I promise you it is not gross. It's the most amazing, like just melt in your mouth flavor. So you take watermelon, you cut it up, you put basil, a little bit of mint, some goat cheese, and then balsamic glaze on top of the watermelon. It is like, I can't stop eating it. It's so good. Yeah, I'm behind chat. I'm behind on chat here, Tom. Thanks, buddy. Michelle says, hi, Mike. I had to get a new phone and cannot find East Tennessee weather app. That's how I am searching it. Please help. Type in, are you on, here, I'll tell you what, Michelle, I'll put it in the chat here. So all you have to do is click the link. If you're on your phone right now, all you have to do is click the link. So stand by. Let me put it in the chat for you. So I'll put iPhone users and Android users. Ready? It's posted in the chat right now. So if you're on your cell phone, you should be able to get that right there. So that was for Michelle. So there we go. That's what I just posted. So you should be able to click on the links right there, and that way you don't have to search for it. But if you search East T and weather all one word, you'll be able to see it. I don't know if you missed it last week, but last week I talked about that East Tennessee weather is now officially on Google's first main page, like the sixth one down. But if you use DuckDuckGo, it's like the second one down. If you type in East T and weather, if you type in East T and weather all one word, it's like one of the first ones that pops up. But huge feat to get on the first page of Google for East Tennessee weather. This is huge. Huge, huge, huge. What's up, Chris? It's always better to be late than never, right? I don't, Mel. I don't. I typically fast. So I typically don't eat until about 11 or noon every day. Seems to work. Intermittent fasting seems to work pretty well. I like to consume some calories every once in a while. So if you intermittent fast, it usually helps. But I suppose that probably won't help the older I get, right? We'll see. When's the invite, Katrina? I need another cup of coffee, by the way. When's the invite? You just let me know. The wife's working today. Kids and I are off. Kids and I are going to either finish pulling weeds and laid mulch, or we are down to Monroe County to install a brand new East Tennessee weather camera. So I got to get a hold of the guy down there and wait till you see the view that's coming your way from Monroe County. So I've got 3 really important cameras coming to the market here real soon. So hopefully this week we'll be able to get out and do it. I just need to take time. And some of the places are a little bit on the far side. So, did you get the link, Michelle? Michelle, did you get the link and did you get it all downloaded? Betty had cake for breakfast. Well, Betty, you can do what you want. Whatever makes you happy, my friend. Cake for breakfast is good. Good morning, Bonnie. Strawberry cheesecake. Always a good one, for sure. Always a good one. You're very welcome, Michelle. And if you ever lose it as well, you can always go to easttnweather.com. At the very top of the page, I do have a link. I do have a link for the blog as well. So remember, I do a blog every single day. I do Monday through Friday, we do Wake Up with Witcher at 7 o'clock in the morning. But over the weekend and whatnot, I post all my video updates through social media. But I have got a blog on there where I update the forecast and give you a wealth of information, climatological and everything like that. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me go to East Tennessee Weather here for you real quick. So if you go to East Tennessee Weather and you go to the main page, okay, this is what you're going to see. Let me go to let me mute this. Let me go to East, because that 24-hour channel plays. So if you open easttnweather.com, you get your interactive radar day parts in 7 days right there, current conditions. You can watch live by, this is where we currently are. This is where we're live right now. See how live. So that just naturally populates every time you open it up. And we've got pictures down below and whatnot. But again, at the very bottom, you can download the East Tennessee Weather app. So you can download the East Tennessee Weather app right here. At the bottom, you just click on that. That takes you to the App Store. We got to do it from your cell phone, of course. But at the very top, I do have a blog. So if you click on the blog, and it's also populates at the bottom of the screen as well, click on the blog, and this is all the information. So this is what I wrote up to here already this morning. So this is the blog for the day, giving you your June observed highs and your almanac for Sunday. You do have your forecast right there, your daily forecast update that I populate every day, along with 1 Minute with Witcher. So if you've not checked out 1 Minute with Witcher, it's an easy, accessible way. It's shot vertically style, so cell phone style, like social media style. But it's 1 minute of your time to get the latest forecast, just quick and easy and simple. So I write up a bunch about the forecast, give you all your heat index values when we need to talk about that. And then I go on to the bigger picture, from the Weather Prediction Center to the Storm Prediction Center to your 7-day forecast right there on the screen as well. And then below that, I do Climate Prediction Center information, but even further down, we have climate data. So not only do I give you rainfall forecasts, the rainfall from the past 24 hours, we keep the drought monitor up every day, and then rainfall over the last 7 days. We talk about your 30-day rainfall normals and deficits. We also talk about your 1-year rainfall normals and deficits, and then the forecast for the next 7 days. So super easy and accessible. I do this every single day, Monday through Monday, 7 days a week. So check that out every once in a while. Skycam Network is not working right now, of course. We will get that up and running here shortly. We are so darn close. Well, some of them work, but some of them don't. So you can see how the cameras aren't updated, so that's supposed to be taken off the screen. But either way. And then your daily forecast, if you click on that, which is what I lead people to a lot of the times, you get your 1 Minute with Witcher, like I said, is shot vertically, or your extended daily forecast if you want the extended version of your forecast, the old school style, if you will. So wealth of weather information right there on easttnweather.com. And, of course, you can get a lot of that on the East Tennessee Weather app as well. You're an Apple girl, along with a lot of folks. Good morning, Tyler. Tyler's joining us. So what's up, buddy? Joining us from Tellico Plains this morning. You had some pretty good showers and thunderstorms. What was it, Saturday, I think it was? That's what I'm talking about, Katrina. We're getting there. We're getting there. Now we just got to install. We've got to install them all. Michelle. Come on, Michelle. I'm just kidding. Hopefully we can get that figured out for you. Again, if you just go to the App Store and search and just type in East TN Weather, all one word, it should pop up right at the very top of the App Store. I know the app chat is not available in the app, unfortunately. I wish it were, but it is not. You're going to teach me how to pronounce it later? Maracaibo? Maracaibo? Ooh, maybe I will, Jorge. Maybe I will. That sounds amazing. So I did speak to, I did talk to Taps. They're going to get back to me. But I did call Taps last week. And so, yes, the next meet and greet is probably going to be Taps in Sweetwater. They've got food trucks, they got live music, and it should be a lot of fun. So I'll let you know when they get back to me. So we'll definitely start to get that set up. So we'll get at least one, hopefully 2 meet and greets set up here this month. We'd like to do one a month, which would be really nice. But I haven't had a huge chance to do a lot. But we will get that populated for sure. Monica says, good morning. If we have plans in Sevierville for 4th of July weekend, should we make other plans due to rain? Absolutely, positively not. Don't cancel any plans. We're just talking pop-up showers and thunderstorms, Monica. So, no, I really think, I think we'll just see some afternoon showers and storms on the 4th of July, but I don't think that it's going to be a ton. We don't have a lot of we have a lot of heat and humidity, but we don't have a lot of energy to spark off the showers and thunderstorms. So I think anything that we see will develop across the mountains, but because ridge of high pressure is going to dominate the weather pattern, our steering winds may push it a little bit off the mountains into the valley. So we'll have to watch out for those. But if you are going to be in Sevier County, you'll likely have a better chance for a few showers and thunderstorms. I'll say Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Maybe Saturday and Sunday as well, or Sunday as well. But I would not cancel any outdoor plans, that's for sure. Any events going on, it should be a great, hot, muggy weekend. Can the meet and greet be a Friday or Saturday? Yeah, that's when it's going to be. We're not Friday or Saturday. We're not going to do it during the weekdays. It'll be a Friday night or Saturday, Friday evening or Saturday evening, probably Saturday. I think that's probably the best day where most people don't have to work. Most can travel. Most have, a little on the day off and whatnot. So there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Take some photos and upload them through the Witcher's Pictures link using the East Tennessee Weather app if you've not done so. Speaking of which, I've got some great photos to share with you this morning from the East Tennessee Weather app. I saw a couple of them earlier today, and they are amazing. This one was sent in by Beth Cresswell. Rainbow seen at about 8 o'clock this evening. This was last night. Cool rainbow shot. Beth, an amazing rainbow shot. So that was awesome, and that was between Maryville and Walland. So great shot there. Krista Hilla, the drive home from Saturday night. A nice little view. Get this one to populate. And a nice little view of the mountains and the sunset off in the distance. Look at that. So nice there. Let's see. What other ones do we have? Of course, Tammy's been taking some awesome ones. This one was from Friday night in Granger County, Washburn area. Look at that beautiful sunset. Good morning, Kathy. Yeah, late riser this morning, Kathy. It's 7:38. She's my neighbor. Love having Kathy as a neighbor. So we've had some great photos coming in. So don't forget to upload photos to the East Tennessee Weather app using the Witcher's Pictures link. We had some good sunsets and boat views from the last few days anyways. Ooh, look at that one. Isn't that gorgeous? Love being on the water. Did you happen to see my Witcher's Adventures? So here's the deal. So on Saturday night, I guess it was Saturday, I have my grandpa's 1950, it's about 1950 to 1952 Grumman aluminum canoe. It's the canoe I learned to canoe in. And so we had a chance to get out and enjoy the water, and it was just so much fun to get on the water. And so we went to Lakeside Tavern to enjoy some awesome times on the lake. Got a new motor. Have to figure that out because the motor, well, I don't know if I didn't put it together right. It's not I didn't have to put it together, but it just didn't operate as efficiently as I thought it would. But we had some gorgeous views. This is I was, of course, in the boat, but that's my family enjoying the water on the lake on Saturday night as the sun goes down. It turned out to be a great night. without any storms in our area, anyways. And it was funny because we towed the kids back behind the canoe on the paddleboard. Isn't that funny? I was like, why don't we try to tow the paddleboard behind the canoe? And it worked out great. It worked out great. So a lot of fun there. It's a great sunset. Kids off in the distance. Big old goober right there. But look at the glow. Look at the glow in the sky. Awesome. I just love being on the water, being on the lake. It is so fun and so refreshing. This is our little crew. This is our family crew cruising down the lake. That's what we do. We don't have a big boat, but we've got a boat and paddle boards. That's what the witchers like to do to have fun. It's awesome to sit out there and float. And get out there and float a little bit, have fun. If you happen to catch on social media, I did a throwback Thursday. It was about 3 years ago. My wife and I took a sunset flight during the Sahara dust storm, if you recall. And so I posted these on social media. So if you don't join me on Mike Witcher TV, jump on to Mike Witcher TV on Facebook. The East Tennessee Weather Facebook page is all weather all the time. I don't throw Witcher's Adventures on there, but I did throw Mike Witcher TV, and of course the Mike Witcher TV Instagram page. I throw up some Witcher's Adventures every once in a while. Keep you up to date on the forecast, but also throw in photos and adventures of my life, so you can get out and see what the Witchers are doing every once in a while. Mark said he saw the cool canoeing pictures. It was fun. I love being on the water. The heat needs to cool down, so my tomatoes turn red. Susan, good morning, Susan. She says, we're having a nice wind this morning. A little cool. Feels great. Feels amazing out there. Sure hope you have a great day, Susan. And good morning. Betty says, good morning, Tammy, and good morning, everyone. All right, so we've gone through chat. Let me go back to the T-Dot cameras here for a second because we do have that accident on Strawberry Plains Pike. We started off with that this morning because it is snarling traffic here this morning. So if you have travel plans on the eastbound lane, it has gotten a little bit worse as traffic is getting all backed up now. So that's 40 on the eastbound lane and Holston River. We do have come up the road a little bit. You can see how traffic is really just awful this morning on the eastbound lane. That's 40 in Strawberry Plains Pike, and it's all due to an accident on the side of the road. So now we're up to 2 lanes. We were down to only 1 lane just a little bit ago, but now we're down to 2 lanes, and it looks like they're starting to open things up a little bit. So traffic will improve, but that's the biggest issue here this morning, thanks to a car accident, and nothing's showing up in Chattanooga. Let's see. Got debris on the roadways, but it doesn't look like. Let's see if it's affecting folks in Chattanooga. See if I can click the camera. Can't click the camera. It's not affecting traffic in Chattanooga. Tri-Cities is doing fantastic this morning as well. All right. Well, we're going to wrap things up here this morning. So somebody cue the music. Nice and calm music. It's going to be a great day ahead of us today. I sure hope you have a chance to get out and embrace the weather this morning. Tomorrow morning is actually going to be even more comfortable than this morning due to the fact that the humidity is going to still stay on the lower end tomorrow morning. So tomorrow morning is going to feel a lot more comfortable than this morning. The heat and humidity will continue to build here this week. Of course, I'll send you back to the 24-hour weather channel where you can see the forecast. I'll start it from the top of the 24-hour weather channel, so you'll see my forecast populate again. Remember, updates with East Tennessee weather during the weekday, Monday through Friday, 6 a.m., noon, 5 p.m., and 9 p.m. So we get your afternoon, evening updates, your bedtime updates, and, of course, your morning updates. I do post those to social media, Mike Witcher TV on the Facebook page, as well as the East Tennessee Weather Facebook page as well. So check in on those. So don't forget to like, share, and don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you were on YouTube at all, just go subscribe and click the little bell to populate that. And, of course, remember, I'm on Roku TV as well as Amazon Fire. Soon to the market. Still waiting for Apple TV to come to the market. But you can put East Tennessee weather up on the big screen. And again, you'll be able to start seeing East Tennessee weather out in businesses around East Tennessee, restaurants. A lot of folks are already starting to put that up in the restaurants and businesses. Starlene says, have an awesome day, everyone. We sure hope you have an awesome day as well. Brian's on out of here. RD says, good morning, Mike, and everybody. And Debbie says, bye, y'all. Bye, y'all. We'll keep you up to date on the tropics as well, but I'm going to send you back to the 24-hour weather channel. So have a wonderful and safe day. Be safe. Be kind to each other. Life is short. We'll see you back here real soon.